But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the LA Chargers.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. The Bucs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Mayfield to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. On the handoff, this is Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. He's got it at the 3.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distance.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Jalen Warren, touchdown Buccaneers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. A run with Gainwell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A run up the middle with Warren. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Baker. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bucs offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. First and 10 now from the 36. Baker to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be second down. Now Mayfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They run with Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
On play action, Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll motion a tight end right. Second down throw from Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Gainwell. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers 35-yard line.
On the ground, Gainwell. Yeah! Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Mayfield. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. On the ground, this is Warren. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Gainwell. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark around the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
That's good. Another Saints. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Gainwell. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.